Back with the market right here on ET now. Time to find out what are the top technical ideas that you should be looking at this morning. Dr. CK Narayan as well as Kunal Bothra joining in. Good morning, gentlemen. And Dr. Narayan, what are your top ideas?
Good morning, Aman. Good morning, everybody. SGX Nifty seemingly indicating a slightly better start today. So the oscillations between down days and up days seems to be continuing. That keeps the volatility going in the market. But stocks are, largely unmindful of this vacillations, and some of them continue to persist with their ongoing trend. So for the morning, I am picking a couple of buys for our viewers to action. And first up is Escorts. I think Escorts is a stock which has been in a great uptrend, suffers periodic pullbacks, but these pullbacks are quite limited, indicating that bulls continue to have a very, very strong hold on the stock. And I believe another intent to rise has been signaled yesterday. This should have a potential target at about 1060, initiate long with a stop at about 1020. The second stock with similar arguments would be in Bharti Airtel, where I think one could initiate a long with a stop at 555, and a target should be around 580. The stock has made a gap in the 575 to 590 region, and I think yet another attempt is going to be made to fill that gap and perhaps continue beyond it. So it's a long on Bharti with a stop at 555.
Right, keep an eye out on some of those candidates. Meantime, Kunal, with the global setup in mind and how we fared yesterday, share with us some of the top calls on the charts this morning.
Good morning, Avan. Good morning, everyone. The setup for the index is still absolutely range bound. It's consolidation. When you have one day up, one day down kind of a phenomenon, when it doesn't result into any kind of trend, impact for the indices, net, it just what indicates that we are going through a bit of a range. Now, when you're looking at range bound action, it's more prudent to try and go for contrarian behaviors when the markets come back to support as well as resistance levels. So 10,200 approximately has been acting as a good support level for Nifty in the last few trading sessions. So keeping that in mind, I would suggest a couple of buy calls. The first one is a buy on. It's more of a high beta or a high risk idea. It's buy on Idea. Now the stock in yesterday's session did pretty well. I think if I'm not wrong, it was up 6 or 7% approximately on the spot levels as well. So I think the stock looks fairly poised for a decent breakout on the upside. At least a retest of the previous high could be a high possibility in the very, very near term. So given the kind of momentum the stock has seen in the sector overall, I believe the stock can head towards 13, would suggest a high risk buy, stop loss to be kept at 10. The second would be a buy on M&M. Now, this is an interesting chart in the making. I think post the result as well, which came out a couple of weeks back, the stock has managed to maintain its 200-day moving average level. It's been trading above the 500 mark. There has been good build up on the F&O side as well as on the delivery volume side for M&M over the last few months as well. So I think it's a very interesting auto chart in the making, and even on the medium to short term, I think the stock shows a lot of potential. So from a very, very short term view, traders could look at a buy on M&M, targets to be kept at 540, 550, and stoppers could be kept at 475.